Oi friends, Rin here. So today we do have another gameplay review, but before we get started, I just want to say thank you for the amazing support that you guys have given me throughout this whole entire year. Now we've been growing really rapidly and I'm so grateful for that. So I appreciate every single one of you guys and I just want to say thanks once again guys. So let's have another great year on this beautiful adventure that we are having. Now, I really hope that my videos and my guides have been putting a smile on your face or have been helpful to you. Now, if they have been helpful, remember to like, share, do subscribe, and all those kind of things. Anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy the video. Okay, so the very first match that we do have is a mechanic at Red Church against a violinist. Now, shout out to Oi Yang for sending me this beautiful gameplay. Also, you guys are wondering what's the Oi in her name. That is an Asian clan that was made in support of me as a meme. I just thought that was really sweet and really cute. So, anyways, let's just get started. Okay, that's good, okay? As a mechanic, you should always spawn into the match and quickly, okay? Find a safe location, spawn your doll, hide it, and get far away from it as possible. Because you don't want to stand near your doll or wait too long to drop in your doll, okay? Because if the hunter finds your doll, they will destroy it because they don't want to get cipher rushed by that doll. Now, the other thing is that if you guys don't spawn it in right away and stuff like that, if the hunter finds you, you guys won't have time to spawn in your doll. Even if you guys are spawning in your doll mid-kite, they will destroy it because it gives them presence, they know your location, and they won't be cipher rushed. So always spawn it early, safe, and quickly. Anyways, so it's good that she's spawning in her doll. Okay. She's not getting far away from it as possible, like I said. You know, you should, okay? That's a general tip for mechanics. In the email, Yang told me that she stood here because she wanted to take a picture with the doll. So she's being a troll, basically. So you guys don't want to do this, okay? Don't pull up into a match, take a picture with your doll, and stand with it, okay? That's a no. That's just a no. She's just being a troll. Oh, the hunter is coming close. Okay, so the hunter found the doll. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's good that the hunter hits this doll and destroy it as soon as possible. Because he's building presence, he knows where mechanic is, and he's avoiding being cipher rushed by mechanic. Now, as a hunter, you always want to destroy the doll when you have that opportunity, okay? Always destroy the doll because it will be good for you and a positive thing for you in the long run. You don't want to ignore the doll, basically. I can't English. Just ignore me on that part. But yeah, always destroy the doll when you get the chance as a hunter. Okay, it's good that Yang is rotating and getting far away as possible because she's trying to build the most amount of time as she can for her team. She's also kiting away from her team, which is also a really good thing. Okay, Yang, you're being a troll right here. Why are you decoding? The hunter's right behind you. Okay, Yang's just being a troll right there, guys. Don't ever stop and start decoding until you're sure that the hunter stops chasing you. Okay, that was good patience from Yang right there. Because he was assuming that Yang was going to drop that pallet. She did not. She skipped the pallet, which is one of the strategies for the pallet stun guide if you guys have not seen. She's looping the hunter pretty well, actually. She's not wasting any pallet because she's trying to buy as much time as possible. And that's really good. Yikes. Is that... Yang is lagging, guys. That's a huge rip right there. Okay, she lost that pallet right there. She still have two other pallets to use. So she's doing a really good... a really good loop against... Whoa, what was that hitbox though? Yo, Identity 5, what is your hitbox? I didn't even see Violinist go through that pallet. He just got passed on a mile away, guys. Do you guys see that? That was insane. Yikes, that's a really good pass on. Good job, Yang. Now, I just want to say something about this place at Red Church. Now, the ceremony is not the best place to kite, okay? These pads are not the best position ones, and some of them are absolutely useless. So don't kite here, okay, guys? Because if you're against a bonbon or a sculpture, they can shut you down really quickly right here because they're very strong at this enclosed area, and you don't want to kite here against them. You're going to get destroyed and shut down very quickly. So avoid here if you're kiting bonbon or sculpture, but generally don't kite here anyways because many hunters nowadays have abilities that can still shut you down really quickly here. So I don't recommend ever kiting here in my opinion. So Yang got hit there. She can't transition because she just can't. There's no other place to go. Okay, Violinist did a very good string right there. That was very good. Okay, I just want to... Okay, Cord, just blow up your cipher right there. Anyways, I just want to say one thing about how Yang is kiting. She did a very good kite, okay? Like, I'm not saying anything about that kite. It's just really good in general. But it's good that you are looking back, okay? I'm watching Yang kite and she's not looking back. It's really important that you are... Okay, you don't have to always watch the hunter when you are kiting like me. But you should occasionally look back and see what the hunter is doing, okay? What if they're playing mind games with you? Now, this violinist was being pretty direct. You didn't really need to look back, but there's a lot of hunters, and you guys gotta remember, these guys are also players, so they will try and mind game you and try to shut down you quickly as possible, which is the goal, of course, right? So always look occasionally behind you, if not all the time, you know, to check what the hunter is doing, because, you know, they can try and bamboozle you, and you're gonna get destroyed. So always look back, look at where they are and what they are doing to avoid getting mind gamed by them. Now, also, wait, what? Hold up. What? Wait. Why is Prospector and Coordinator doing the same cipher? I'm confusion. Now, I don't ever recommend ciphering together. Like, you guys should not ever be doing this, okay? Not ever, but I don't recommend doing this, okay? Because you're just gonna waste time splitting up later on. Plus, the cipher is gonna decode slower now. So don't cipher together, okay? Especially in the beginning of the game. Highly avoid doing this. If it's the last cipher and it's getting to prime, or you know there's one cipher left, fine, that's fine. Do the last cipher together if you can and if you want to, but you gotta think about it really carefully, because if that's the only cipher you guys are doing, the hunter might camp it. So do think about what you guys are doing if you guys are trying to decode together. Now, I don't ever recommend decoding together like this. Wait. Sorry guys, I had to go back. Okay, so Mercenary used a pad there, and I'm gonna tell you guys now, that was a waste of a pad, okay? Because he's already there, okay? And don't get me wrong, going to early save player is good, okay? Being there early is always a good thing. You guys don't want them to be chaired, then you go and save, because most of the time, as you guys can see from my stream and stuff, you guys will not make it on time. You should go the moment that they get knocked so you guys can arrive early to avoid any problems. Now, Mercenary is already here. He's just wasted a pad for no reason. Now, when you're a Mercenary, it's important that you save your elbow pads, okay? It's really important because they can be a game changer for end game. So conserve them as like they're gold or something, you know? Only use them if you have to. You shouldn't be wasting them at early game or when you're saving if you don't have to. He's already here. There's no reason for him to use that elbow pad because they are really good for end game. So just keep that in mind when you play Mercenary. Or any rescuer, you know, like when you're playing Gravekeeper, if you guys don't have to waste that shovel when you're saving, don't waste it. They can be very good for endgame because, you know, a shovel can actually block detention, and that's really good. So just keep that in mind when you play rescuer. Don't waste your rescue items if you don't have to. Now, another thing about this is that you can see that Yang just got chaired, right? Now, if the hunter decides to hit Mercenary right now, he is forced to save that mechanic, and that's not a good thing. That would be considered an insta-save. So when you're a rescuer, if you arrive early, you should always try to hide from the hunter. You don't want to get hit right away because a lot of hunters will try to hit you right away when you arrive at that chair, so you're forced to insta-save early on, and you don't want that to happen because you are trying to stall as much time as possible for your other teammates to decode, and you are saving near the line, and so you can win that game, right? If you insta-save, you're not helping your teammate because you're not buying as much time as you should. So try to hide when you come close to the hunter. Don't be in the open and letting the hunter see you like this, because they can make you insta-save that player, and you don't want that to happen. Okay, it's good that he's avoiding Violinist now. Okay, he messed up that elbow pad. That's okay. Mistakes happens, guys. Okay, he saved her online and stuff like that. That's really good. Okay, this is a big no-no. Okay, this is a big no-no, okay? Mercenary, once you save a player, don't body block for them, okay? Don't fully get 0 to 100%, okay? If this is early game or mid game, don't do this, because if you go down, the hunter can still shut down Mechanic pretty quickly, because she's going to a place where there are no pallets. Regardless if there are pallets or not, your job is to rescue and get out. You do not want to get knocked as a mercenary, because it takes forever for mercenary to get back up. And a lot of hunters, like let's say this Violinist, he can hit Mechanic and mercenary with just one string, and that's a really risky gamble. You know, you are gambling that you're gonna body block for her, and you're gambling that she can kite really good for you, and you should never do this. You should not take that gamble. Just play it safe and just rescue and get away from them, okay? Like really good hunters, they will always try to hit Mercenary twice, because that will slow down the Cypher rushing. Because if Mercenary goes down, he's not decoding, and that makes it only 2 players decoding, and now another player has to go save. That makes it 1 player decoding, and that slows down Cypher rushing completely. So you don't want to get double hit as Mercenary. The only time you want to get double hit like this is that if there's 1 Cypher left and you're trying to buy a bit more time for it to be prime. Other than that, you don't want to do this. There are 2 Cyphers left, so there's like almost no reason for him to do this. Okay, last effort. Okay, it's good that Mercenary didn't get hit. That was really good. I was lucky, actually. Okay, it looks like there's 1 Cypher left, and Prospector is doing the last one. Okay, since there's only 1 Cypher left, you can body block. Okay, it was a good body block for Mechanic, because, you know, Coordinator didn't get hit at all yet, and, you know, body blocking can actually buy more time for that last Cypher to be prime, because it's almost prime. It's 62%, so it's good that Coordinator body blocked for that Mechanic. Oh, he lost Mechanic. Oh, that's not good. Okay, if you're dead on chair, don't try to get the hunter's attention. I don't think Yang purposely tried to get the hunter's attention, but if Coordinator is body blocking for you, you want to try to travel as far as possible away from the hunter. You don't want to be looping at the same area, you know, that's really bad. Because, you know, Yang is dead on chair, and this can be really problematic if she goes down. Oh, this can be really bad if I think this is what it is. Okay, yeah, it is what I think it is. Okay, let me tell you guys that, okay, Violinist knows that the last Cypher is prime, so he's trying to hit the Mechanic with his ability. Now, all hunters do this when they're really good, you know, that they will always try and knock the player with an ability. So when the last Cypher is popped, they don't have a recovery, and they can insta knock back down the player and chair them and then secure that tie. And that's what Violinist is actually doing. He's trying to hit her with the string, so when the final Cypher is popped, he can just melee her, chair her, and secure a tie by going for another player. So the problem here is that they're not really communicating, okay? Mechanic is not telling Prospector anything. Well, hopefully she does tell him to pop the cipher when she get in a safe place. So when this does happen, as a survivor, you want to communicate with your team, okay? You want to go to a pallet, drop a pallet in front of them to create that distance from them, or vault a window, you know, and then tell them to pop that cipher with borrowed time so you get that speed boost and you can get far away as possible. Now, they're not really communicating, it doesn't look like. It's really important that you communicate with your team if the hunter is trying to knock you with an ability. Because if you don't, the hunter is going to keep doing this until he hits you with an ability, okay? He has all the time in the world, okay? It's not a negative for him, okay? He can just keep doing these strings until he hits you. And it looks like that's what Vile is trying to do. He's been attempting this like 3 or 4 times already. He's going to keep doing it until Yang gets knocked by that string. So it's important that you communicate with your team like, hey, I'm going to vault this window, or I'm going to drop this pallet, and you need to pop that cipher right away. So hopefully Yang does tell him. See, this is a good opportunity for Prospector to pop the cipher if Yang tells him. Okay, that's not good. Okay, this is also a good opportunity because, you know, she could drop that pallet and then, you know, he popped the cipher, get that speed boost, go to a window or something. Stuff like that. When you have a distance from the hunter, like a distance by a pallet or a window, stuff like that, it's really good that they should pop the cipher. He's gonna do this for days. He doesn't care. He's not losing anything. Oh wait, she doesn't know where to go, and there's no communication right here. She's eventually gonna get knocked if they don't communicate anything about this. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. They're trying to hit you with ability, pop the cipher, you go back down with a melee. Okay, it's a draw. So Violinist did very well, you know. He kept using his ability until he knocked that mechanic with it, okay? So it's important that communication does happen, you know. I know it's hard sometimes. I play solo queue, and I know it's really hard to communicate with your teammates sometimes, but still try your best, you know, let them know what's happening. You know, the person that has the prime cipher, they don't know what you're doing, okay? If you're kiting, you got to communicate with them. Tell them when to pop that cipher. If you don't tell them, they can't just assume, because if they assume and take that gamble, you guys could lose or draw that whole entire match. You guys can go from a win to a draw or even to a lose, and you don't want that to happen. So it's important that you are communicating with your team if possible. They can avoid this problem if Yang told them to pop the cipher or something, okay? Just keep this for future reference. Reference. Anyways, overall, Yang did a very good kite. I'm very pleased with that mechanic kite. You know, she transitioned Palestine very well. Although one of the Palestines, that hitbox was insane, okay? But yeah, other than that, very good kite, very good gameplay overall. Okay guys, so the next match that we do have is a Prospector against an On at Red Church. Now, shout out to Wyrus for sending me this gameplay, or Wyrus? I'm butchering your name, am I not? Yikes. Anyways, thank you for sending me this beautiful gameplay, and let's get started. So, wow. Okay, now I think about it, guys, I really like this On skin. It's actually really nice, you know, compared to her other skins. This is one of the nicer skins. You know, I like the gold around her, you know, the style. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. It's just a nice skin, okay? End of story. Don't comment about this, guys. I don't know what I'm saying. So it's good that On found Prospector right away. You don't want to waste too much time finding, you know, a survivor, or you're gonna get cipher rush. Oh wow, that was a really good stun right there. Okay, so he took the cat right there. That's not really good, but that's okay. Maybe he can, yep, nice. Prospector doing really good looping right here. So Prospector is playing really safe. He's dropping all the pallets because he doesn't want to take any chance with this on. Because if an on gets a melee on you, then they can shoot a cat at you, and then they can melee you again, and you're shut down about 20 seconds into the match. So it's really good that Prospector knows this, so he's playing it safe against this on. It's actually really good that Prospector is aiming his Maddox. You know, it's always better to aim your Maddox than actually just randomly throw it, because a lot of hunters can actually go around it and you just wasted a Maddox. Yikes! She broke the Maddox, bro. Ouch. Okay, let's talk about this knock really quickly. So why did Prospector go down so quickly after the first hit? The reason so is that Prospector did not know where to transition to. Usually when you get hit, you want to transition as fast as possible to a good kiting area. And you don't want to stay there for too long, or you don't want to kite into the open. That's really bad. Now, what happened here is that Prospector didn't know where to go, so he started looping on at this wall. And why is this bad? Because, you know, at this wall, there is no window or pallet that he can utilize, because there's absolutely no resources at all. So Prospector was relying on his Manic. Now, you can't always rely on your abilities to save you, okay? What if you don't have Manics? Where are you going to go? What if you're a different survivor? What are you going to do that does not have the ability to stun hunters? So it's really important that you are always aware of your surroundings, and let's say the hunter hits you. You have to make that quick decision in your mind where you should go. When Prospector got hit in the beginning, the first hit at the ceremony, he should have transitioned to those pallet areas to the right of this place, you know, to the right where there's a bunch of pallets and walls. That's a really good place to kite, where there are many pallets that he can utilize to his advantage. You guys gotta remember, pallets and windows are to your advantage. They can be such a game changer when you guys are playing as survivors. So always utilize them. Don't don't transition into the open or to places where there are no pallets or windows, because you're going to be put at a huge disadvantage, as you guys can see right here. Wow, I'm out of breath, guys. Like, saying all that, I didn't even breathe. Like, I was like, you know what? Forget breathing. Forget oxygen. I'm going to say this in one take. You guys got to leave a thumbs up for that, guys. That was all in one take. Okay, maybe not in one take, but you guys know what I mean. Wait, what did I miss? Did anyone tell them? Okay, yeah, so I missed it for a second. So it's important, as you guys can see, open the gate, I'll save the others. It's good that Priestess is communicating with the team. You always want to be communicating with your team, regardless if you're playing solo queue or with a duo or a whole team or a squad or whatever, right? It's important that you're talking to your team, because, you know, not everybody's always on VC, you know. And it's important that you guys are communicating and to see who rescues, okay? Because if Priestess did say this, then who is going to save, right? Like, you don't know what's happening. You guys are not always on VC to find out. So let's say Priestess did not say this. She's going to save, and let's say Seer does not know this, and he goes to save too. And that becomes a problem, because now you're double saving, meaning that two players are not decoding. And let's say another scenario. What if nobody saves, okay? Like, you guys are not telling your team that you are saving. Most of the time, no one goes saving, because you guys are starting to blame each other that, oh, I thought he was saving. Oh, I thought she was saving. Or that you guys triple save or double save, and that's really bad. Just communicate with your team that someone is going to save. If you're not saving, tell them that you're decoding. Like, show them that your progress bar on that decoding machine. That cipher. Yeah, I can't English. You guys get what I mean. So it's good that Priestess is telling her team that she is going to save. Okay, it's good that On is not face camping. The difference between a good hunter and a beginner hunter is that beginner hunter will face camp and not maneuver around. Good hunters will maneuver around and scout the area. Wow, that could have been a Terror Shark right there. That was an exactly online save. That was a really good save, but a really big gamble right there. It's good that Prospector is aiming his Maddox at On right there. That's done not a bad stun. I mean, if it works, right, guys? But usually you want to use your repulsion or your attraction when the stun happens, and that was not. Ooh! Okay, that was a really good owl right there, okay? Let me explain something, guys. If there's a seer on your team, as you guys can see, you need to communicate with that seer. If you're kiting, don't expect the seer to give you that owl when you're about to be hit. Don't blame them because that's on your fault, okay? That you did not tell them, okay? They can't always be watching you to give you that owl, okay? It's your responsibility to tell them that, help me, okay? I'm about to get hit, so you need to give me an owl. It's important that you communicate. You see how big communication is on this game? Now, don't tell them the moment you're about to get hit, okay? Tell them ahead of time, okay? Seers aren't Barry Allen or the Flash. They can't just give it to you right away, okay? You gotta tell them like 3 seconds before or ahead of time, okay? Plus, if you guys don't tell them or communicate with them, they can't always be watching you because they need to decode. If they are watching you with the owl, that means that they are not decoding. That means that you are slowing down the progress of decoding. So tell your seer that you need help when you actually need it. Don't expect them to always be watching you because that's on your fault if they are not decoding. But luckily, Prospector was given an owl by Sierra here. That was very good. That was a very good owl. Oh, that was just excellent. So just keep that in mind when you play with the seer or when you're the seer. Okay, you see that how that Matic didn't stun with the cat? This happens because you throw your Matic way too late, okay? If Anna's already close and you throw your Matic like that, Repulsion will activate before she stuns you with the cat. So you want to throw it ahead of time. So if you throw it ahead of time, she will touch the cat, stun you, and Repulsion will activate at the same time. Now if you throw it too late, Repulsion will activate too early and you're still locked by the cat. And you're going to get knocked right here, actually. Yeah. So you don't want that to happen. You don't want to throw your Matic way too late. Also, as a Prospector, if you're throwing your Matic in panic and way too late, don't bother, okay? Because a lot of times when you throw it way too late, they're going to hit you and Repulsion is going to activate and you reset the Hunter's recovery. Not only did you just get hit once, you're about to get double hit and you just threw. So if you're going to get hit, just take the hit. Don't reset the Hunter's recovery because you panic and you think that you're a god and you're going to pull that Repulsion off in time. So just keep that in mind, by the way. Okay, it's good that Seer's telling his team that he's not going to go save. He's showing the progress bar. It looks like the only person that... Bro, what is Postman doing? Postman is just chilling and vibing. It looks like Priestess is going to save. That was a really good portal right there. Yo, this hand is so trigger happy, guys. She is hitting way too early. Yo, this Priestess did such... Both of her saves were so good, guys. Like, shout out to her saves that were really good. He was like 1 second away from death, and the other one was like exactly online. Now, Priestess is actually really good. Like, in this match, everything Priestess done so far has been really great. Like, she even body blocked for him. Okay, let me explain this body block compared to the other one, okay? The Mercenary body block was bad because he didn't need to do that, okay? Priestess had to do this, okay? Because there's one cipher remaining, okay? Prospector is dead on chair. If she does not body block, On will kill Prospector, and she can at least guarantee a tie now because she just needs to shut down another survivor. Now, if she does body block, they have a chance of winning, and this is what you want, right? You go into a game and you want to win. So when there's one cipher remaining and you need to buy some more time, this is a good choice to double body block for them, okay? It's like take both hits for them, and that's absolutely fine. You're buying time for them for a chance to win. Why wouldn't you do that? So she took the hit so Prospector could get away, and that's really good on her part. And this is one of the times you want to do this. When the last cipher is almost prime, or there's one cipher remaining, or they're dead on chair. You know, Prospector is dead on chair. Of course you gotta do this. It's just how it is. Guys, I need to breathe when I talk, I swear. I'm not breathing, I'm just like yab 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 yab. Then I'm like losing oxygen. So she's forced to chair Priestess right there because Prospector got away. Okay, so she teleported to camp the last cipher. I'm actually surprised. I thought they were doing the middle cipher, but I guess not. Okay, you guys see what I mean? When Anne pulls off her melee, a free melee, she can shoot a cat and shut down the survivor again really quickly. You saw a Postman's Kite? That was like 15 seconds. That's how good she is when she gets a free melee on you. That's why Prospector was playing so safe in the beginning. Going to go save. Okay, so the cipher is at like 20%, right? Or something like that. 47%. That's stunned. Yikes. On did very well right there. Okay, so you see how this could be a slight problem. In this scenario, you could do what Seer did and take the shot for Postman. So he's dead on chair now, by the way. You guys didn't see. They save Afterline and he is dead on chair. So a different way you can approach this is that if they're gonna die on chair, just save them Afterline. That's absolutely fine. Depending on the scenario. It's just that you guys got to make that decision right off the bat, okay? You guys can't be doing this because this is really risky. Because if she shuts down Postman right away, she can secure this tie with killing Seer. So what he could have done instead is, you know, wait after line, wait until they prime the cipher, then go save. He didn't need to go save right away before line, okay? This is one of the scenarios that you don't necessarily have to save before line, okay? I'm talking about save before line when they do a good kite and they deserve to be saved right away, you know? But they're still trying to prime the cipher. You know, it's okay to save after line sometimes in this difficult scenario. So just keep that in mind. This is not the worst scenario, but it's still in a problematic situation right here. So of course she's gonna go for Postman. He's dead on chair. She's gonna let Seer sit there. Okay, she knocked Postman. Oh, Priestess coming in clutch. Priestess is such a good character, guys. Like, there's no other way around it. She's such a good character. Look at those portals, guys. Okay, On had a teleport right there, too. Lucky for Seer that Priestess did pull off that portal right there. Really good on her part. And that was a win. That was very good. So what I'm saying is, like, you know, this was a really good kite, but all the mistakes I see in here was just that, you know, the transitioning. When you do transition, you got to make up your mind quickly. You got to go find a place with pallets and windows for those resources because they're advantages, okay? Pallets and windows are to your advantage, so always transition to good pallet area and window area, okay? Don't transition into the open or places where there are no pallets and you're going to get corner carry, stuff like that. You want to avoid that. Other than that, that was a very good kite. Just keep these things in mind when you do play as a survivor. But yeah, that was good in general. Hey guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the review. If you guys did, remember to leave that like, do share, do subscribe. You know what to do, guys. Now, if you guys want to send me your gameplay, do send it to my email. I'll leave it in the description below, so definitely do send it there, and I would love to watch your guys' gameplay. Now, I want to talk about the second match where I was explaining Seer saving Postman at the very end. It could be kind of confusing, so I want to clarify it here. So when I was talking about Seer saving Postman, right, he was taking a big risk and a big gamble, and he was trying to force the save before line. Now, this is really hard to do because, you know, the cipher was not primed yet, and what if he didn't body block for Postman right there? The whole match would be really messy because Postman is dead on chair. She would chair Postman, then kill Seer. With the right opportunity, she could also teleport to backgate, kill another player, and secure that win, and that's just really messy. You don't want that to happen. Or what if he got terror shock? You know, I've seen it many times. people are forcing the save because they're panicking that they might not save before line, and then they get terror shock, right? That means they have to let Postman die because everybody on their team was injured. They could no longer save Postman because Seer was their only hope because he was the one that was not injured. So they would have to let Postman die right there, and then they would have to heal each other, and then they would have to save Seer, and then it's just really messy, you know? You're throwing that opportunity of a win to a draw and might dramatically throw it to a lose. So what Seer could have done was a safer option, okay? He could have waited after line to save Postman. I know that sounds really bad. You should not save anybody after line if you can. Now, this is a safer option because, you know, like, the Cypher was not prime. As you guys can see, there was a huge delay pop, and that was really risky. A delay pop like that is really bad. Plus, Seer did not have Tide right there. So it could be really messy. So just wait after line, wait until the Cypher is prime, then go do that normal save. Don't force a save if you know that you guys cannot do it. Just wait it out and secure that normal save, and then hope that they can kite with the tension, okay? Because I've seen it many times when survivors try to force something and it doesn't go well, and then the whole match is thrown out the window. You know, always go for the safer option if you guys can. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys all next time.